there also was a 3K record, which you thought they were going to run in the high 730s, let alone low 730s, let alone 720s. Yared Nuguse destroys Rupp's American record, runs 728. He didn't even look like he was going that fast. Sometimes Nuguse has a weird stride where it looks like he's running slower than he actually is, but he ends up closing, in about 27, 28 seconds there in his final lap, and destroys this BU record and American record. And you think about watching anytime you're breaking sub 730, that is special. That's basically 4-minute mile pace for every single lap, and he did it in classic fashion. And you got to look at it. All right, Nuguse now runs 728. Is he is Nuguse over Hawker right now?
In the 15?
And over Cooper? In the 15? I know it's not 1500, it's a 3K.
Yeah.
But 728, pretty damn good.
I think if you told me the U.S. final was in, a month or something, I'd go with Nuguse. Yeah. But there's still too much there. And I also think 3K might be his best event.
It might be his, how someone's really good in the 600, but not necessarily the 4 or the 8.
Yeah. Now, he's also good in the 15. Has made 1,500 teams and run really fast. But this just might be a wheelhouse event for him because we've seen.
Kind of like Ryan Hill.
We saw how, and he medaled at World Indoors when they had it. We saw how good he was, Nuguse, DMR, putting himself in these, uncomfortable positions. And tactically, he's really smart as well, too. But he also was good in cross. So that trends more to longer stuff, but his kick is so good. So this might be his ideal, his perfect distance. He does have the superpower, though, right, of seeming like he's not going fast while going very fast. Andrew Weeding had that superpower. Matthew Centrowitz has that superpower, right? To come out of the gate this fast, though, with both of these, and not just him, right, with Drew Bosley, with Sam Atkin, who set the British record, right? It's the story of BU, really, is what we're talking about here. Not just the story of a couple fast performances. Nuguse, though, always seemed like a guy who was just scratching the surface. Be it at Notre Dame, when he ran fast times, but what was the priority indoors?
Just qualifying.
DMR, right? Yeah. His high school career was good, but he wasn't one of those guys everybody was talking about. Wasn't one of those sub-4 guys. And then he makes the team, gets hurt before Tokyo. Last year, what was the issue? Illness? No, he was just out of them. He got 11th at USA. So something was off about him. I think another injury. He always seems like he's almost there. You put him in this group where he's surrounded by absolute studs from all directions, right? Between Mario Garcia-Romo to Klecker to Hoare, all different countries, all different event types, all different backgrounds. And he just seems to be thriving. The question is going to be, all right, consistency, right? Can he stack another one and another one?
And health.
Yeah, which is a code for health, basically, right?
Consistency, it's code for health?
Well, because if you stay healthy, you're going to put up consistent
when a doctor says, he doesn't say this is going to hurt. They say you're going to feel a little pressure. And pressure means pain.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you tell a person, this is going to be painful, or they're going to you get scared, but if you're like, it's just going to feel a little pressure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then it kind of taps into your sense of, strength. Why'd you start crying? Well, the doctor put too much pressure on me. No, he said it was going to hurt. Jab me with something. I don't know. Any last thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I mean, Nuguse, I'm excited to see what he does. Is he running the Millrose Mile?
That's a good question.
I mean, I'm excited to see what Nuguse does in a full 15 or a mile. You got to think his outdoor season, he's probably going to be potentially flirting with the 330s. You got to think. And the story of this entire weekend was times are getting faster, especially in the mid-distance. We see this 5K record, the 3K. We'll talk more about the mile later on in the pod. But
Nuguse entered.
Okay, so Nuguse is in the mile. So
with Hawker and Oliver Hoare.
So that's going to be a good litmus test for what this 3K means. And who had Drew Bosley being the NCAA record holder in the 3K? On their bingo card.
Beating Nuguse's record. Assisted by a fast Nuguse race.
But if you look at the NAU roster, you're like, Drew Bosley's going to break the 3K record.
Over
Nico Young, Abdi Haminur, Tyler Day, Matt Baxter, all the Jordy Beamish.
Yeah.
All the people that have had.
Well, Bosley's pretty good in high school.
He was. He was pretty good, but he kind of was everyone was like, Nico Young is the breadwinner of that group. Like, he's the guy who's going to break all the records. Drew's going to be the best ever sidekick. But now he goes out there, destroys Nuguse's 3K record. And now you think, like, maybe Nico Young is the sidekick to Drew Bosley, or maybe they're just both 1As and 2As. You know, there's not an A and a B. It's just 1A and 2A. Would you rather be a 2A or a 1B?
Oh, 1B, obviously. Yeah, 1B.
No, but 2A means you're an A, though.
Yeah,
but you're a...
I want to hold you accountable for something.
Wait, what are you holding me accountable for?
You said before the race, you put Hobbs Kessler had to finish in the top 2 in this 3K. And if he did that, he'd make the team? Is that what you said?
Yeah, he'd make the team.
Okay. We finished 6th, but he ran 7:39. I don't think you thought 7:39 would get 6th.
And is that a U.S. junior record?
Is he still a junior?
He's not 20 yet.
He turns 20. Right?
Yeah, but he's not 20.
What do you think about, I mean, kind of just shows the fool's errand that is predicting these things.
Yeah, I mean,
if I told you he's going to run 7:39,
it gets, yeah.
No, not even the 6th place part. If I just said by the end of February he's going to run a 7:39 3K, you'd be like, he's looking good. Yeah.
But I think in general, which we'll talk about, is eventually we're going to look at sub 740 as the new sub 750.
Yeah, 100%. Before we move on, great point from David. Nuguse had both records for 8 seconds. He had the NCAA record and the American record for 8 seconds.
That's probably the greatest 8 seconds of his life.
Yeah. It'd be awesome. He's just super pumped and then turns around and sees Drew Bosley and he's like, no, I wanted both of them. He's like LeBron.
You know how like athletes, they always like congratulate other athletes when their records are broken?
Yeah.
Because that's like the thing you do.
Yeah.
They're all lying. They're all pissed.
I mean, it would be funny. Nuguse, another really, very nice guy.
Very nice.
Right.
Extremely nice.
Yeah. Very, very good dude. If like in the post-race interview, like, how excited are you? Yeah, I'm over the moon to have an American record. This is a huge, huge honor for me, but ultimately a little bittersweet because of what Drew did. And just goes
hard into paint.
Yeah, Drew.
It's like, I didn't have someone breaking the American record in front of me when I did my NCAA record.
Pull up the race of my NCAA record.
I did it by myself.
Yeah.
He had 5 guys ahead of him.
Shouldn't even count. Why are pros running with collegians?
There needs to be an asterisk on Drew Bosley's name for the eternity.
He's like, if I could go back to college, I would.
I still have eligibility. Technically, this 728 should be an NCAA record.
He's running it under protest.